You doing okay, buddy? Are you as devastated as the Coyotes lost? Oh yeah, I'm so shocked that a Carlisle team got outshot but got fantastic goaltending and won. Okay, good. Now if he scored in the shootout. Hi everyone. Austin Matthews! Well, time for a rebuild. This team is ruining my life! Leafs lose 3-2 in Randy Carlisle's return to the Air Canada Centre, but at least I was there! And I was there because of a certain PetSmart superfan. Randomly one night, Mrs. Dangle tweets a picture of Iggy in my Leafs jersey. Didn't ask me, by the way. And they ended up putting him on the boards! Check this out! Got a nice slow-mo shot from Casual Mats on Twitter. Thank you, buddy. Connor Brown likes my dog. So that's why I was at the game, because even my dog gets free stuff. So I want to try something. I want to challenge myself to do this video without watching the highlights, because I remember the game. Or do I? This is why it's a challenge. First and foremost, this was my first Leafs game at the ACC this season, therefore my first game during the Leafs Centennial season, and I think I said this last year, holy smokes, is the in-arena entertainment so much better than it used to be. The Jumbotron is absolutely monstrous. The videos they play are fantastic. I love the videos on the ice. They get the crowd into it. The music's better. The ACC is doing a much better job. Although I did notice one thing that kind of made me laugh. A Leafs fan yelled out a swear at one of the Ducks, and one of the employees goes, "Hey, hey! No profanity! I'll throw you out!" Which, okay, fair enough, but I couldn't help but remember the soccer game I went to in Aberdeen, Scotland this summer, where there was so much profanity that my father-in-law had to actually explain what some of it meant. Sorry, what does that mean? What is it? No! But anyway, the Leafs had the crazy t-shirt cannon, Carlton banging the drums, Christmas stuff that wasn't too cheesy, which is a key art form of Christmas things. But with Christmas, it can't not be cheesy. It has to be just cheesy enough. Combine that with the on-ice product is actually watchable now. The Leaf games are fun to go to. So, nothing happens in the first period. Well, no goals are scored, but the Leafs look way better, I think. Zach Hyman getting so many opportunities open all the time. Now, if only he could have buried one of those two breakaways he had. So, we go to the second. Well, actually, we go to intermission, where I met this fan who came all the way from Michigan to see Tyler Bozak, and he wasn't playing in this game. By the way, I was at the Mike Babcock press conference when he announced that Bozak and Ben Smith were out, and Levo and Gauthier were playing. You know how whenever stuff like that gets announced, all the reporters race to tweet it, and you just see a line of tweets? I tried to be the first. Wow, did I get smoked! Those guys are pros! It's almost like they do it for a living. So sad face for you, Katie, but I hope you had fun. Second period, hey! I got to see an Austin Matthews goal. And what an Austin Matthews goal. Puck put on, and from my eye, it just went in. I thought it was just a goal. Congrats to Nikita Zaitsev. He got another one. Comes up on the video board, and everyone loses their minds. That puck was going so far wide, and Matthews just so nonchalantly Austin Matthews type just bats it in with one hand. Let's see Patrick Laine do that. Oh, Laine's got a good shot. Austin Matthews uses the force. And he is a force. 1-0 Leafs. Then the Leafs get into penalty trouble. Well, actually, they've been in penalty trouble all night. I was going to talk about how I'm not sure Freddie Gauthier ever left the ice last night, and I look, he only played 10 minutes and 43 seconds. But I gotta wonder how many shifts he got, because holy smokes did he have to kill so many penalties, and he was the only guy who won any face-offs. Which, by the way, he only won 41% of his draws, so the Leafs got murdered in that department all night. Getzlaff puts it off something in front. Apparently it was Riley and Polak at the same time. Freddie's not gonna stop that. 1-1 after 2. But it's okay, we're heading into the third period tied. That's thrilling. That's what you go to a hockey game for. That's excitement. Good old hockey game. His best game. I'm excited. Then Nick Ritchie scores to put the Ducks up, like, pretty much right away. Then the next 10 or 15 minutes or so were so frustrating watching the Leafs try to tie it. Partly because of stress, which is much worse when I watch the games in person. But also, the Leafs, for as much as they have the puck and they hold on to the puck, they were just too easy to push to the outside. And I noticed that against Anaheim, and I've kind of noticed that as a theme this season. Not to pick on any one player in particular, but one guy I noticed it happened to a lot is Connor Brown. He has the puck so much, he enters the zone cleanly so much, but he often gets pushed to the boards and loses possession of the puck without taking a shot. And he's just another guy in the Leafs who does so many things well, and I truly believe he's going to put it together and be a good NHL player, but I'm like, no, just a couple things still. Hyman's another one. Soshnikov, there's a guy, if he doesn't have a clear path, he's not taking the shot. It's just hilarious to me that the Leafs, who get so many shots, could actually be taking much more. So I went to the morning skate and I asked Corbinian Holzer a question.
You know, when you inevitably score on the Leafs tonight, how is it going to happen?
Probably floater from the point, screen in front of the net, goes in.
Well, sorry, bud. Nazem Kadri takes a floater from the point and it bounces off Corbinian Holzer. That's a tie game 2-2. And my favorite part of it all is it goes in, the goal light's on, the horn's going off, fans are going crazy, and Komarov is just standing in front like, Did I do that? Did I do good? I mean, you tied up Holzer, that sort of counts. And now it's the back half of the third period and we got a tie game. I wonder if I'm gonna see some free hockey. Nope, sorry Steve, you're not seeing free hockey. I'm not sure if you're actually watching hockey at all. Zach Hyman, yes, takes a penalty, punches one of the Ducks in the back of the head while the Leafs have a rush. What an immature, stupid penalty to take. But you would think Hyman like Falcon punched the guy. That was nothing. If you showed that penalty to someone from like 2002, they would faint. If you're younger, let's say you're in your teens, okay, you're still in high school, go watch a game from like the early 90s or the 80s and tell me it's the same sport. Hockey could have easily been called ice death sticks. I'm just not sure that's a clear-cut penalty. I'm even less sure that's a clear-cut penalty in the third period. I am definitely damn sure that that's not a penalty in the playoffs. Faceoffs are a problem for the Leafs all night. Cam Fowler, other end of the ice, ping, heard it loud and clear. Oh, that's nice. Ducks are up 3-2. It's okay, the Leafs might tie it up. John Gibson flashing the leather. Austin Matthews in the corner. He's making things happen. Gets taken down. Gets taken down again. That gets held there. Still taken down. The Leafs are going to the power. What? Okay, maybe it's just recency bias, but has officiating not been awful for the last half dozen games or so? I'm not even biased in talking about penalties against the Leafs. I'm talking about penalties that aren't called. I'm talking about the Leafs getting breaks. I don't actually understand what a penalty is anymore. I really don't. Scouting the Refs is a Twitter account you should definitely follow, and they also have a website, scoutingtherefs.com. It wasn't even an inexperienced crew in this one. They had two referees. There's Garrett Rank, who only has 66 games to his name, but then Dan O'Halloran has over 1,200. A power play would have been nice. A goal would have been nice. The Leafs got neither. They lose 3-2 to the Ducks. And I had fun. Believe me, I had a good time. Said hi to a lot of people. Enjoyed the entertaining game. But this team is slowly murdering me. Last year, in retrospect, that was easy. That was easy peasy. Oh, they lost all the time and they finished last. That's what we wanted, isn't it? But this team, this year's team, is leaving points on the board. Or they're outplaying their opponent and just losing. Or they're catching bad breaks. Or they're losing in cartoonishly terrible ways like Peter Holland in the shootout. Just get a win, man! And again, now the Leafs have 2 days off. Oh, hooray! Then they go on the road and play back-to-back games against Colorado and Arizona. Again, the Leafs are near the bottom of the league, but you're not going to get 2 easier teams than Colorado and Arizona. But guess what? Too bad. Back-to-backs. Once again, the Leafs are going to get them, and you know how well they do with that. Holy smokes, how many times is this team going to play back-to-back? They have more back-to-backs than a Drake diss track. I'm going to make a prediction here and now, and take that with a grain of salt, because I thought the Blue Jackets were still bad. The Leafs are going to do poorly this year. Yeah, that's not all that bold. Playoffs is definitely unreasonable at this point. But next year, whoa, they're going to catch a ton of teams off guard, because they need little improvements, and they're going to improve by that little bit. And then we won't have to deal with all these teams beating the Leafs, and then after the game's going, oh, you know what? Yeah, they're way better than they were last time we played them. It won't be a pity compliment, it will be a fear compliment. Oh my god, we can't compete with these kids! At least that's what I hope. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video, click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends, and I bet a lot of you stop watching these videos when I'm in the middle of that little spiel. Here's a reward for you if you stayed. I'm gonna tease this right now. Coming up, keep an eye on my Twitter, keep an eye on my YouTube. Maybe it'll be in the next LFR video. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Oh my goodness. Steve, what are you giving away? 2 pairs of tickets to the alumni game at the Centennial Classic. Done.